Here we are. And you know what it is, isn't it?
Done it again.
You know what it is. What did I do again? What did I do again?
You say it, brother overload,
That's
isn't
it, man. Brother overload. Teacher is not here. He is not here. Actually, do you know what? Teacher is, when I say teacher, I mean Amar.
He's
He's
absent.
away. Yeah, he's absent.
He's absent, miss.
Absent without leave. Absent without leave. But yeah, he's traveling, so he's away with his family. I think he's actually going to be away for a while. He's going to be away for about 4 weeks, I think. So for
Wow.
the whole of December, he will not be here. That's our
More for
present.
me.
Oh, exactly. That's our present. Our present to you is no teacher.
So wait, hold on. Does that mean that potentially, like, he's not going to be there for the sum up at the end of the year? Or
Yeah, I think so. Yeah, I think so. He said all December, so I guess that
yeah.
means all December. So we're not going to see him until New Year. So that's
Okay,
it.
we
Brother
should do a
overload.
roundup.
Yeah.
We should do a roundup of the best movies for 2023, though.
Oh yeah. Definitely,
Yeah.
definitely. Yeah, we'll start gathering that list from now. But yeah, welcome to the show, everyone. For people that haven't, if this is the first time, this is the Flixters, and we're a couple of brothers who like movies and TV shows and all that kind of stuff. We talk about TVs and TVs and movies every week. We review them, look at the news and all that kind of stuff. You can catch us on Instagram, YouTube, X. We've got a TikTok, but we don't really use it. We're on Facebook as well. So catch us on all the social medias. Let us know what you're watching. Let us know what what movies you've been to, what you like, what you don't like. Interact, chat with us, and we'll give you a shout out if you do. So there is all the bits for the show. So yeah, let's start with. Oh, we've got a shout out. We've got a shout out this
What
week, and
we
the
got?
first shout out, only shout out actually goes to Kit. And
Kit.
I always have to say Kit in a like a northern
Northern.
accent, northern English accent. Kate. Now Kate loves the Flixters. She watches movies and TV shows and stuff, and she always lets us know, what she's doing. Big shout out to her. She actually won an award. She
Really?
won an award from the chair of her company because she done such a great job. She won an award, and we want to say, congratulations to you, Kate, for winning that award. Big shout out to you. It's almost like an Oscar, isn't it? You've won an Oscar at work. So yeah, she's a great person. So yeah, well done to you. I'm sure that's well deserved. So yeah, big shout out to Kit. Okay, so now let's get on with the
Get on
show.
with the news.
Yeah, so we've got a bit of news today. So what news have we got? We've got, I don't know, did you watch She-Hulk?
I did watch the series. Yeah.
You did. What did you think of it?
I struggled.
You struggled. Okay.
Yeah. It was. I tried to not go with any sort of like preconceptions,
Yeah.
but when I got started, I did hear like, oh, Daredevil is going to make an appearance, and then I kind of like they got me on that one where I
Yeah.
was literally just waiting for Daredevil to make his appearance, and then when he did, then I was like, oh.
Yeah, some soft walk. My man was doing the walk of shame in his
Yeah.
bare foot. It was. I mean, I guess there were some fights that were cool and whatever, but it wasn't really the Daredevil. It was like almost like a kids version, because the
Yeah,
Daredevil that we were used to on Netflix was a hardened version.
that was a hard.
He got
Yeah,
beat up. He beat people up. There was bloody stuff going on. People died. It was hard.
yeah, but
This one
I
was
knew
soft.
it was not going to be as like the Netflix version because
Yeah,
it was on the Disney platform.
exactly. Yeah,
If
but
it had been on the Hulu, maybe it could have been darker.
oh,
But
that's true. I hope when they do this Daredevil Reborn, I hope they keep it hard. Anything that is that Daredevil, Punisher, keep it hard. You can't have Punisher not punishing people.
I
You know what I
know.
mean? What kind of nonsense is that? But that wasn't the news. The news was, I'll just make it quick, is that She-Hulk is rumored to be cancelled. So there's
Well,
massive
okay.
backlash from the hardened Marvel fans that didn't like She-Hulk. It was a bit of a, I don't know, PC brigade type thing. I think some people felt it was too, what's the word I'm looking for? Too woke. Is that what people say? It was too woke,
Okay.
and the message of the wokeness overshrouded sort of the characters and stuff like that.
Was
So
there anything in particular that they were, or they were just
I
being
think
toxic
there was just
overall, or
it
what?
was just a thing where I think any man in the scene was
Mm,
like diminished and was like
mm.
not just diminished but kind of treated as a fool almost.
Like the walk of shame, maybe.
Yeah, it's like
Or
he's just like he was treated as a fool, and it's like obviously we know women have gone through a lot to get to equality.
mm,
In this, I think in the She-Hulk, I think some people complain that it was almost like you know how Barbie was, where it wasn't equality. It was almost like the women now are doing what the men used to do back in the day,
yeah,
and being the sort of dickheads kind of thing. So
yeah,
I think people complain at that and say just quality wise, it wasn't good. It wasn't good. You
yeah.
had She-Hulk twerking with flipping Meg the Stallion, and it was just a bit mad. So yeah, so that's the news. She-Hulk is rumored to get cancelled. Tatiana Maslany is no longer maybe no longer going to be She-Hulk, but we'll have to wait and see
Yeah.
what happens with that one. So yeah, there's the news on that one.
Wow.
Next bit of news. Okay, so did you watch The Walking Dead, by the way?
I was not one of the ones who watched Walking Dead, but I do know about
Ah,
this character.
okay,
Yeah,
okay. So I literally just finished The Walking Dead. This is no joke. I literally just finished it this morning.
yeah,
I stopped and then I carried on because it kind of got shit, but then I
yeah.
realized towards the end it got good again. So I have finished The Walking Dead. Norman Reedus,
Mm.
who was a main character in The Walking Dead, he's a guy with a sort of long, shaggy hair on a motorbike,
And the
very
crossbow
grumpy. Yeah, the crossbow
and
guy, exactly.
squirrels
Yeah,
or something like that.
yeah,
Eating
exactly. That's
squirrel.
him. He was also
Yeah,
in Blade 2.
yeah. He
He
was
was
in
in
Blade
Blade
2 as
2.
what is it,
Yeah,
Scud? And
exactly.
yeah,
Yeah. So it'll be like just what's the word when sort of destiny kind of just falls into place that
mm.
Norman Reedus is reportedly supposed to be cast as Ghost Rider in Marvel's Blade, which we're going to hopefully see at some stage in the future. So it's coming full circle.
I
What
mean,
do you
it's
reckon? What do
possible.
you
It's
reckon?
possible to imagine him as Ghost Rider.
Mm.
I mean, he's got from the images of Walking Dead. He's got a leather jacket, the crossbow, gritty looking. Like he's lived a hard life. And then he's got that show. What is it? The Ride Show. It's a series on. I think it's on Paramount,
How is
where he
it?
he has a passion for
Oh,
for
I did
motorcycles.
not
So
know that. Okay.
so
Oh,
definitely, I think what I've noticed is before him, I think there was rumors of what's it, Keanu Reeves, because
oh
he's
yeah,
got a
yeah,
passion for
yeah,
motorcycles as
yeah.
well.
Mm.
So they seem to be or my guess is that they want someone who can ride a
Mm.
motorcycle. Tom Cruise isn't going to be suitable for him. Too
Definitely
clean
not.
cut.
No, 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 no,
Probably
no,
not.
no, 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 no. Mm-mm, 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 mm-mm,
But yeah,
mm-mm.
Norman Reedus, good. I think he will be a good cast. Yeah.
Yeah, yeah. I'm looking forward to seeing if that can happen. I hope again with Blade. From what I think we reported it a little while ago that Blade won't be like PG. It's going to be in
Mm.
that next level up, and I'm not sure what they call it in
What,
America, but here
PG-13 or
maybe yeah. So maybe here it might be a 15 or I don't know. It shouldn't be soft is what I'm trying to say.
mm.
Hopefully Blade, you've got to see that blood. I don't want to see no purple blood and they're only killing like, robots or anything.
And again,
People
I want it to be dark as well,
yeah,
like
exactly. It's
because
got to be.
yeah, what's his name? Who played Blade before him again?
Wesley Snipes.
Wesley Snipes. Yeah,
Mm.
he was a good Blade. He
Yeah,
was
yeah,
a good
yeah, he
cast.
was. Especially 2, I
Yeah,
did like 2. 1 and 2. 3
yeah,
was a bit but yeah, I did like especially 2.
yeah.
But yeah, so that's the news on that one. So next bit of news is The Accountant.
I don't. It reminds me. I haven't done my
To get
tax
your
returns.
tax. Oh my gosh.
Tax
Your
returns don't
ta-
have to be taxing us,
looking over your shoulder like shit. The tax man's
okay?
coming. When someone knocks the door, you're like shit. Uh, damn. You see a white man with a what do you call it? A
The
clipboard.
clipboard.
You're thinking shit. Little do you know, he's come to tell you you've won the lottery or postcode lottery or something. Hiding
Yeah.
behind the curtain. But yeah,
So
so
they're
the
doing.
account.
Yeah.
Have you seen The Accountant?
I've seen the first one. Yeah.
Okay, it was
Mm.
alright. I only
Yeah.
saw it in the past year. I think Ben
Yeah.
Affleck.
Yeah. When I saw it, I was like, oh, okay, Ben Affleck,
Mm.
and the title was The Accountant. And I was like, okay. Well, he's not balding. He's not fat. So I mean, there's something else to this accountant. So let me have a watch.
There goes half our subscriptions, half our listeners. You know, they're all accountants. You know that, all our
Is
listeners. There
it?
goes half our viewership. Damn, I've got to start again. Oh my gosh! But yeah, so this one, the news is that the Accountant 2
Mm,
is reportedly going to be made. Ben Affleck is supposed to be returning as the accountant,
mm,
and this is going to be coming on Amazon Prime. So yeah, it's not going to be in a cinema, but Amazon Prime, and you know, this one could be another decent film if they make it in the same sort of style as the first one. But yeah, we'll have to
yeah.
wait and see what happens. You know,
I mean,
yeah,
it's being done by the same director as well, so
yeah,
it
yeah,
should have the
yeah,
same, well,
Con-
hopefully same consistency and
yeah,
feel to it. Yeah.
exactly. I'm sure it probably will come out maybe April next year. You know, in line with the new tax year,
New
new
tax year.
financial year. Well, in the UK anyway. So let's see.
Just so long as
They should
it's
put
not
the
going to be a
accountant
tax
two
write-off, is
tax
it?
return, innit? I think that should be the title. Accountant two tax return. Oh, okay, all right. Oh shit, actually, no. Yeah, they should say that accountant two. Like, you know, they say the only two guaranteed things in life is like death and
Death and
taxes.
taxes, yeah.
Yeah, death and taxes. You choose or something. Okay, so yeah, that's that bit of news done. Okay, so the next bit of news is
Maleficent 3.
what's going on with that?
Yeah, Angelina Jolie is basically seems to wanting to reprise her role
Okay.
as Maleficent, and she seems like she's going to be returning as the iconic Disney villain Maleficent, based on the animated, what was it, Sleeping Beauty?
Hmm.
Yeah, so we're gonna see a third one. Personally, I think she's probably just needs the money, really. You know, um, what can I?
She's got a lot of kids to feed. Trust me, she's got a lot of kids to feed.
Yeah. So I don't know exactly what the plot is at the moment with part three. Whereas part two was left off with Aurora, who was, I think, wasn't she like the daughter or something, and then she found out to be the princess. So it was Aurora. She got married to Prince Philip, not our Philip, but
I
but
hope not.
yeah. But Maleficent vowed basically to return on the ending of number two
Hmm.
for the child's christening. So it seems like it's a full circle again, similar to the original story where, you know, the Wicked Witch turns up on the child's christening and
Hmm.
then claims her stake, or, you know, some old promise, whatever sort of thing, as it is.
Okay, I'll be honest. I've never seen it, but
Yeah,
the graphics and it looks it looked good, but I just never saw it, to be honest. Yeah,
yeah.
so I can't really comment. But you know, I'm
There was a
sure
lot of
it's
there was a lot
Disney.
of
Yeah.
cosplay. There was a lot of cosplayers. Yeah,
Okay.
when it came out, there was,
Okay.
yeah,
Hmm.
some decent ones as well. Yeah, so
All right.
hopefully that one should be coming out next year, or filming
All right.
should start next year.
Oh, okay. 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 So might not see it till like 2025, maybe
Yeah,
Christmas time or something like that. Okay. All right. Cool. Nice one. Okay. Well, that's the news for today. Next we got what's new on streaming. So this is where we talk about any new sort of shows or films that have come out on, you know, Netflix or whatever it may be.
yeah.
And this week we've got a couple of things. So first one is Transformers: Rise of the Beasts.
Mm. What
Uh-huh.
did you think of that one?
Do you know
Did you
what?
did you see it?
I saw it. I saw it in the cinema. I saw it in the
Mm.
cinema. The thing I liked about it was the soundtrack, because this one is Rise of the Beast is going back to the 90s. The
Mm.
Transformers are time. It was moving the times around, but yeah, they're in the 90s, and the soundtrack is cool. It is cool, but it's the
Yeah,
same old shit for me. It's the
yeah.
same old shit, and I'm sick and tired of seeing Transformers punching each other, and then oil comes out their mouth. They're not humans. They do some stupid things that only humans would do, and they react in ways only humans would do. But they are meant to
Yeah,
be Transformers, and
yeah.
it's just nonsense, man.
For me, I liked the locations in the
Okay.
movie
Mm.
where they went for this one, but I didn't like the scale I felt like as Transformers as an animation and as a toy,
Mm.
the scalability was more real. But then when I'm seeing on the screen like the cheetah looking like 7 foot tall and
Oh,
running,
okay.
running across the plains, and it's just like, okay, that is not going to be,
Mm.
what is it, robots in disguise, is it? It's like,
They're not in plain sight. They're not in disguise at all. These ones, they stick out like a sore thumb, mate. Honestly, it's mad. But yeah, this one is on Paramount Plus, so you can catch that now if you got Paramount Plus. So yeah, give it a watch. Let us know if you think the
yeah,
Rise of the Beasts is anything worth it. The next one
and
we have
yeah,
is
it's
this was
Yu Hakusho, which
okay.
is a uh, it was an original animated series
Mm,
that's basically been brought onto real life. It's being done by Netflix. It's an upcoming Japanese action fantasy adventure streaming developed by Akira Mori and Ka, Ka, Kaz, Kazu, Kazutaka
better you than me,
uh,
mate.
Kazutaka Sakamoto
Okay.
for Netflix, and it's a premise of the backstory is basically this young delinquent high schooler as they
Mm.
usually are. Basically spends his days fighting, and then until like the fateful day. I should put on that voice until that fateful day when when he dies after saving a child's life in a car accident, and then he basically gets resurrected,
Mm.
or and basically serves to fight
Mm.
supernatural.
Oh wow. Okay.
Yeah.
You like your Japanese stuff, don't you? Every time you're on the show, I swear something Japanese pops up. Something pops up. I'm telling you.
it'll be it'll either be Asian or Japanese. Yeah.
Yeah, man. Honestly, do you know what you do have to see? I mean, what you mentioned does sound good. I'm sure it's going to be on Netflix. You said, yeah, on Netflix.
Yeah, on
Yeah. So
Netflix. Yeah,
is that
that's
the
out for the 14th of December.
14th of December, which is only by the time you listen to this, it may be the 14th of December, or it may be coming up. So we could be talking from
Mm,
the past or the future. But either way, give it a watch on Netflix.
yeah.
So yeah, that's that one. So yeah, so now we're going to talk about some trailers. The first trailer we're going to mention is Fallout. Ooh, Fallout. Have you seen
Mm,
Fallout? Have you?
no, I know conscious of the game or
Hmm.
know of the Fallout game, but yeah, I've seen the trailer and it looks pretty decent, but I've got no connection between the trailer, haven't seen the trailer and having played the game. I've
Mm,
not played Fallout the game.
mate, this looks decent. I've never played the game as well. I've
Mm,
never played it. I've seen the game. It's like a dystopian world. Something's happened. It looks like maybe some, radioactive nuclear
nuclear
bombs or
bomb just.
something's happened, and the world is now upside down. But this, yeah, so it's in the future post-apocalyptic Los Angeles, brought about by a nuclear dissemination. Citizens live in underground bunkers to protect themselves from radiation, mutants, and bandits. And
That's what we're
this,
going to be looking for. Those mutants.
yeah, exactly, exactly. But this show, the trailer looks decent. It's from director Jonathan Nolan, who
mm,
directed Westworld, which again is a crazy world to deal
mhm.
with. Bandits in that one too. I think also producers or people that are involved in The Boys, from what I
Ooh.
understand. This that alone, when I saw that title, I was like, no, 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 no. I got to take this serious. Before when I heard about it, I thought, oh, Fallout, okay, whatever. But when
Yeah.
I see the pedigree of who's involved in this, you got to take this serious.
Yeah.
It's coming on Amazon Prime, April the 12th.
Mm.
It looks like it could be decent.
It does look.
So
I did like the
yeah,
trailer. I did like the trailer. This was
yeah,
better than the Halo, or
yes, yeah.
for a game converted to
Yeah,
the
that's on
series.
Paramount actually. I think I've seen 2 episodes. I think season 2 is coming out soon. So,
Yeah.
but yeah, in the Fallout trailer, there's a guy with one eye. I mean, the radioactivity that's corrupted their DNA. The man's
Yeah.
got one eye like Cyclops, and he's chilling, talking to people like it's nothing.
And I
This
think there was
one,
yeah, and I
mm,
saw on the trailer, isn't there the guy who's like sawn off the nose or something.
Yeah, like he looks like Red Skull. He looks
Yeah.
like Red Skull. Honestly, do you know what? This one could be good. You know, this one actually could be good, and I think you got to pay attention to this one when it comes
That
out.
character reminded me of do you remember the villain in Brave Star, the anime?
Brave Star. Oh yeah, Brave Star. Yeah,
Yeah,
speed of
it
the hawk,
was
eyes of the hawk.
yeah,
Brave Star, Brave Star. Yeah, yeah, yeah.
yeah. So the
Oh my
nose,
gosh.
that's what
Yeah,
reminded me of.
yeah,
Yeah, the
yeah.
cowboy hat.
That should be a good one. So look forward to that one. And
Yeah.
next year we'll definitely be doing reviews on that one next year. So yeah,
Mm.
looking forward to that. The next one on the list is Godzilla X Kong, the New Empire. Woo!
Which camp are you on, man?
Woo!
Godzilla or King Kong? Who's
You know what? I would have to say Godzilla is the
mm.
stronger one. Godzilla's got the radioactive breath. King Kong has got the agility and whatever. He can use weapons but whatever. But Godzilla, if he gets you with that breath, you're done. And from what I remember in the previous Godzilla versus Kong,
Yeah,
Godzilla won the first fight on the boat.
yeah.
He beat up Kong. Kong was just laying down there. Uh, and then in the second fight, King Kong, I think he just about won. I think. And the third
He
fight,
was the one. Was that the one where he fashioned the axe using
yeah,
the
yeah.
scale from
And then
or the
there was
fin from?
another fight in the city where Godzilla beat him, and King
Mm.
Kong's just laying there. Godzilla walks up to him and sort of walks away. Then they both get together to fight the robot Godzilla. But
Yeah,
Godzilla, I'm telling you, Godzilla's for me. He's the one. He's the
yeah.
one. But yeah, this one here, Godzilla X Kong, the New Empire. This is the fourth film in the sort of franchise, and this one is looking mad. So
Mm.
Godzilla and King Kong. It looks like they're facing against some other King Kong type bad man sort of thing.
Yeah.
He reminds me a bit of the guy from Planet of the Apes. Who was the baddie from Planet of the Apes? I can't remember that ape's name, but this one
What, the
looks.
general? Was
Yeah,
it
the
the?
baddie. I can't remember
Mm.
his name, but yeah, this one looks a bit like him. So,
Well,
yeah, this one.
I'll be ready for this one because
Yeah.
I'm watching Monarch as
Oh
well.
yeah, me
That's
too.
on
Yeah, yeah,
that's
yeah,
on
yeah,
Apple.
yeah. Of course
Yeah.
you had to. It's from Japan, isn't it? Yeah. Well, but you know what? On a serious note, and this is going to
Yeah.
be the film for next week. I heard. I don't want to hype it up too much, by the way, but I
Okay.
heard Godzilla -1
Mhm.
decent,
Okay.
decent. So try and watch that for next week because yeah, I heard it's going to be good. I heard
Okay.
that's what I'm going to say. I'm going to stop it there. But yeah, that's enough Godzilla in at the moment. But yeah, Monarch, catch that as well on Apple TV. Decent show, actually. Decent show. And
Mm.
it kind of links it all together, doesn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, 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 yeah. Okay, cool. Yeah, so the next one on the list of trailers is House of the Dragon season 2. So we got
Moving
Game of.
from one
Ooh,
lizard to a
exactly,
group of lizards.
exactly. My gosh, but yeah, this one have you seen? You've
I
seen
saw
Game
the
of
first
Thrones?
season. Yeah, I saw the first season of House
Okay.
of Dragon.
Okay, cool. Yeah, yeah. So,
Mm.
how did you find it? Like, just in a nutshell.
I enjoyed it.
Mm,
It was a change from the from Game of Thrones. And I think it was more of it felt more of a snack really, because it
mm,
wasn't too meaty. And the story was the scene I remember was on the beach. Was that battle on the beach where he was
mm.
I've forgotten the villain who they were trying to take over. But yeah,
One of the Targaryens or something,
yeah,
was
and
it? Yeah.
then there was a was there an incestuous
Yeah, yeah, yeah. What's his name? Aemon. Is it Aemon? Damon Targaryen, and then the younger Targaryen girl.
yeah.
They got together. This is the younger version of her too,
Mm,
so it even looks worse.
yeah.
In that brothel, I think they were in a brothel and they just let loose.
Yeah. So I think this season we're going to expect that guy, one of the sons who basically captured
Mm,
that humongous dragon.
yeah, yeah,
Yeah. So
yeah, yeah. This is coming out. It's out next summer, from what I understand. It's out next
yeah,
summer, so yeah, or even maybe August. But yeah, it's out next year anyway. I'm definitely on this.
yeah,
The
yeah.
Targaryens, their lineage in the Game of Thrones books is deep. You've got so many Targaryens that have done so many things. You got the Aegon the Conqueror, I think that's his name. Aegon the Conqueror that conquered the seven realms and created the seven realms. Actually, when I say seven, actually six, because
Mm.
the what's his name again? He's the one with the no, the Mandalorian. Which
I
character was
can't
he
remember
again?
the name.
You remember? You remember? He was it'll come out. It'll come out. You know the sand snakes. They were the you know the Mandalorian.
Yeah.
The character that he what's his name? He's my favorite character. I can't remember his name. This always happens to me. But yeah, so that family basically
Mm.
couldn't they withstood the conquering of the Targaryens back in the day when they conquered the Seven Kingdoms. So they only conquered six.
Mm.
But yeah, the Targaryens, man, they're deep. They've got a deep history, and the books goes into it really, really like in so much detail. And there's even an animation on YouTube that goes
Mm.
into the history of all the characters,
Oh, I
and they
think I've
talk
seen that,
about.
and I think I've seen that
Oh,
animation.
it's so good.
So
You need
good.
to actually watch. Have you seen all of it or just bits of it?
No, I've seen bits of it.
Oh man, I'll send you all because honestly, that for me,
Yeah,
some parts of that was even almost better than the show. The way
yeah.
they go into the history, it's crazy. Martels, that's it, Martel.
Mm.
The Martels, you know, the Spanishy kind of looking ones. But yeah, so
Yeah.
that's it. That's enough Game of Thrones. We're going too much into this. So yeah, season 2 coming out next year. Check out the trailer. It looks really real good. House of the Dragon. And then the last trailer is
The Boy and the Heron.
oh,
Another Japanese one. This one's basically produced by Studio Ghibli, and the first in 10 years by director Hayao Miyazaki. So we're all familiar with Studio Ghibli. Most famous
I'm
one
not.
is
Who are
like
they?
what Studio Ghibli?
Mhm.
You must know Studio Ghibli.
I might have seen their stuff, but I
My
don't
name is
know.
Totoro. My name is Totoro. Spirited Away.
Okay.
Um, what's um, Tales of Natakusa.
Mm-mm.
Oh my gosh, the cat, the cat in the hat. I think it's called.
Is it? So
Oh yeah,
they're top G's when it comes to like anime and stuff like that. Yeah.
Studio Studio Ghibli. If you go to Japan and you don't know Studio Ghibli,
I'll get
you,
rejected at customs, isn't it? Stamp my past. Be like, what is Studio Ghibli? Name me three films from Studio Ghibli, and I'll be like, Spirited Away. Stamp it. Rejected. Deportation.
But
Shit.
yeah, this is the latest one after 10 years,
Okay.
and it basically follows a young boy named Mahito, similar to the drink, but I don't drink. But it's dubbed by Christian Bale, who plays
Is
the
it?
voice of him. Yeah.
Okay. But is it the Japanese? Why are they using the white guy?
Why are they using a white guy?
Yeah.
I don't know. Probably
Ah,
just how they feel, innit?
okay.
So yeah, it's basically his journey in the world, shared by the living and the dead. And
Mm,
the voice cast is you'll recognize a lot of the names like Dave Bautista, William
okay.
Dafoe,
Okay.
Mark Hamill, Robert Pattinson, Florence Pugh Pugh.
Oh, is it? Okay, okay.
Yeah, yeah.
I guess yeah, I'm being a bit harsh. They're using all these actors because I guess for the Western audience, they
For the Western
recognize
audience, yeah,
the
exactly.
voices, but
So
obviously they'll have original Japanese
yeah,
actors.
the Japanese,
Yeah,
yeah.
yeah.
So in Japan it goes by a different title apparently.
Okay, okay,
How Do
okay,
You Live is what it's called in Japan.
okay.
Mm.
Thank you for the Japanese tour. Okay, all right, all right. So that one's is that going to be on Netflix as well, or is that going to be like a cinema thing?
That one's going to be a cinema release on the
Oh,
26th
okay.
of December.
Oh, okay. That's
So
soon. Oh shit. Okay, that's
yeah.
soon. Okay. Boxing Day, little present
Mhm.
there. All right. Okay, cool. Well, yeah, there's the trailers. We'll have more next week. There's a couple in the bag that I sort of kept for next week because we want to spread it out. You can't give it
Yeah,
all at
don't want to
once.
give it all in.
Yeah, you know what I mean. So next we got anniversary corner. So this one here we talk about a film that you know is of an anniversary sort of time, 10 years, 15, 20, 25 years, whatever it may be. And
Mhm.
this time we're talking about The Happening, which came out in 2008, 15 years ago.
Wow.
Have you seen it? Have you seen it happening?
I'm sure I've seen it. I'm just trying to recall whether who
Mark
was.
Wahlberg, M Night Shyamalan
Oh
film.
yeah, 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 yeah.
Yeah, you
And
remember it
when you
now?
say M Night Shyamalan,
Huh?
when you said M Night
Oh,
Shyamalan,
okay, that's what. Yeah,
yeah.
yeah. So this one here, Mark Wahlberg. Let me see who else was in it. There's also Zoe Deschanel. I want to say. Maybe I'm saying her name wrong. Zoe Deschanel. I got it close enough. Yeah. So this film here is M Night Shyamalan. John Leguizamo is also in this film.
Mm,
This one's about Mark Wahlberg. I think he's a teacher of some sort, and he's just teaching, doing his thing, blah blah blah, whatever. And people start to commit suicide
mm,
randomly. People are committing suicide in the maddest way. So they're just like having coffee or whatever at Starbucks, and they start hearing a thud. They're like, "What's this noise? What's this thud?"
mm.
And then they go outside and they start seeing bodies just dropping out from the like construction workers, just like walking off.
Those are indications, and you just go into a panic and be like,
Yeah,
"What's going on?
yeah.
Is it a
People,
virus? Is it
yeah, that's the
what?"
thing. Yes, exactly. People are committing suicide in the most random ways. People that never, had those inclinations and
Mm,
just random, just crazy. And it's like they start to realize that this is something that's happening across the world, and it's something that is deliberate. And
mm.
they try to figure out how to protect
Stop
themselves
it.
against it.
Yeah.
And it comes to a point where they realize that the earth is pissed off. The earth is pissed off. And somehow the earth is fighting back at the infection of the human race by killing off humans.
Trying to
And
get rid of the what is it, a tenant.
exactly,
Yeah,
yeah,
awkward tenant.
exactly. No notice, no court letter, just instant, eviction. Get
Yeah.
out. So that's what's happening in this film. It's an interesting film, interesting concept. When you
Mm,
think of what's happening in the world today, you think to yourself, shit, like we've been messing up the world for a long time, yet alone messing up each other. Do you know what I mean?
mm.
But if the world really, like we talk about climate change and all this mad stuff that happens, if the world really wanted to, the world can finish us. What are we gonna do?
We've seen so many examples of natural disasters just finishing people like in all different types of ways.
Yeah,
So
it's mad. Imagine the world had the ability to do that and just make people just drop dead.
yeah.
Like the world would listen. I'm not saying do it, world. Huh? I'm not saying do it, but you know what I mean. Flipping heck.
Yeah, that's one of the frightening things as well, though.
Yeah.
Imagine when you try to close your windows, you still got to breathe. So if
Mm.
it's if it's airborne,
Imagine the
yeah,
world says, okay, oh, you want oxygen? Oh, okay. Sucks it into space. What are we going to do? Oh, man. But yeah, that's the happening. And it kind of links into the film we're going to talk about in a second,
mm,
which is called Leave the World Behind. And this film is on Netflix. We both saw it last night. And this film is another weird film. It's another weird film where there's some kind of event
catastrophe.
happening, yeah, catastrophe happening in the world, and people are trying to figure out what is going on. And that is the sort of, in the nutshell, premise of this movie.
Mm.
So I don't know. Did you want to say something first, or shall I go? Shall I go into it
What
first,
did you
or
think of it?
what do I think of it? So okay, let me
I
first of all.
mean, let's talk about who's the cast.
Yeah, I was
Who's
going to say,
yeah.
yeah, I was going to first do that. So first we got directed by Sam Esmail. I didn't know who Sam Esmail was before. A little bit of the work that Sam Esmail has done. Homecoming, producer. Homecoming is Beyonce. No, it's not. No, it's not Beyonce. Sorry, that's stars. I forgot her name now, but she's a singer as well. But it's a TV show. Mr. Robot, done some work on Mr. Robot and stuff
Mm,
like that. So it's done some really solid work when it comes to TV shows and a few movies as well. So got a good pedigree there. I'm sure this name will grow. Uh, Also stars Julia Roberts, Mahershala Ali, Ethan Hawke,
mm,
and also stars a young lady called Mihala.
mm.
She's really good, by the way. If you've seen Uh, Industry. She is
No,
good.
no,
Industry.
I haven't seen that, but I've
That's on
heard it. I've heard,
BBC. It's
yeah,
good. It's really raunchy. It's one of like it seems like a HBO show. I'm not sure if it is, but
yeah,
it's a raunchy show to do with young people who go into investment banking in the UK,
mm.
and it's sex, drugs, and hitting your targets. That's
So
what it's
she's
all
a British
about.
actress
She's
then.
not. She's Californian, but she's
Oh,
in the
okay.
show. Yeah, so they're the main stars in the show, and Kevin Bacon's in it as well. Don't forget the Bacon. And then yeah, executive producers. There's
I did not know that. I was surprised when I started watching it, and I saw executive producers Barack and Michelle Obama.
yeah.
I was
I was
like,
like,
what?
huh?
What?
Yeah. I don't know. Did that make it? Did that lift it for you? Did it
I
lower
mean,
it for you? What
it
did it
was,
do for you?
it didn't, it just added a surprise because I was not
Yeah.
expecting it. Out of names that you kind of like know, you
Mm,
wouldn't, I wouldn't link former president of the
yeah.
United States with this movie or any movie,
Yeah.
to be
I
honest.
hear you. But yeah, they have. I think they've got a deal with Netflix because they had their documentary or something, and they're doing different projects.
Mm,
So I'm not sure if maybe being an executive producer on a movie is part of that deal, but I guess it is. But for me, I don't think it didn't raise it. I know it sounds bad. I got no beef with the Obamas. They've done some great stuff in the past and whatever. I'm sure they're doing some great stuff now and in the future. But for me,
mm.
seeing their names on this, it didn't do anything for
It
me.
didn't add
Like
to, it
it
didn't
was a
add,
surprise.
yeah,
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 because
it was a more of a surprise.
yeah, I don't see them as movie people. So I'm thinking, okay, what are you doing here?
Yeah.
Just because of who you are, you're in the room. So I didn't really, but yeah, that's that anyway. But yeah, the film's just over 2 hours, 2 hours 20 minutes, I believe. And for me, the film, it is a mystery film. It's a film where, like I said, the premise is Mahershala Ali. Sorry, let me start with Julia Roberts and Kevin Bacon. They're a family, quite a successful family. They're well off. They want to take a holiday because
Mm.
they're really busy and they want to take a holiday and detach from the world and go somewhere and relax with the kids. And they book an Airbnb, I think it is, of some sort.
Yeah, something similar to an Airbnb.
Yeah, a really plush one, by the way. This is
Oh
like a
my God.
really
When I saw that house, I was like, that's a couple of mil. That's not.
yeah. This Airbnb is not cheap, and they go there. I think Julia Roberts is a bit highly strung.
Oh my
She's
God.
a bit
She's,
highly
yeah,
strung, a
no
bit
chill.
annoying, and yeah, she can't chill. She's just
I heard on the internet, like, she's like, I think the nickname Doomsday Karen.
yeah, exactly fitting name. Ethan Hawke, her husband's very relaxed,
Yeah,
he's
he's like
very
the total
relaxed, chilled
opposite.
out, yeah. And then the kids are the kids.
Mm.
But they go to the house, they chill out and stuff like that, and they go to the beach first of all, and they see, well, the daughter, she seems to
A
be quite
massive
observant.
tanker.
Yeah,
Yeah.
a massive oil tanker ship coming closer and closer, and then eventually comes onto the beach and just causes havoc.
But
But
when I was watching it,
mm,
I thought that the daughter had this strange look,
yes,
visually, right? She's not the Hollywood attractive kind of
yeah, I know what
face
you
that
mean,
you'll
the
see on screen,
stereotypical, yeah, yeah, yeah,
right?
yeah, yeah, yeah.
But then her character as well, seemed like quite similar to a lot of the young kids these days, where they're just brought up on the screen, like viewing
Mm,
screens, and her
mm,
just staring at this ship was just basically like kind of like showed that sort of awkwardness of her being
that's true.
a child of today. Like,
Yeah.
you know, she's on holiday and she doesn't have a tablet with her, so she just basically sees this ship
Mm,
in the distance, and it's a viewing uh experience for her.
yeah, yeah. She's
Trying to,
entranced by it, isn't it? It's just
yeah,
the same way they are when they're viewing YouTube and stuff like that. She probably would have liked it if she could. Do you know what I mean?
yeah. Because I've seen like kids who basically will be on YouTube and they're
Mm.
watching YouTube videos of gamers
Mm.
playing a game.
Yes. But no, Emmanuel, on a serious note, do you know how big that is?
Yeah.
There are
Yeah.
gamers out there that I've just found out about recently.
Mm.
They are making mad money because they're popular and people, when you see their views, it's thousands, if
Yeah.
not millions of views. And these are
And
fully grown adults.
yeah.
It's
And
crazy.
I see my nephew basically just looking on his tablet, and I'm like, "What are you watching?" And he's like, "I'm watching a game." You're watching
Mm,
someone playing the game, and
mm,
so she just basically personified that kind of thing.
mm.
That the kids of today, basically, for me.
Yeah, and while I think especially the beach scene, there's and even many of the scenes actually, it kind of reminded me of an M. Shyamalan
Yes, yeah.
night film. Also, Jordan Peele kind of
Jordan
vibe.
Peele,
When they went
yeah.
to the beach, it reminded me of, is it Us?
And
Us.
to me, it was Nope. It was more like Nope
Nope.
because
Oh,
yeah,
okay.
the
Okay.
UFO one
Oh,
with,
okay. 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 Okay.
yeah,
Yeah. 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 Okay.
because there was these. So, um, oh shoot, we should have said spoiler alert before
Nah,
beforehand. But
it's fine.
anyway, but yeah, after the beach, then they drive home, don't they?
Mm,
And then it was the mood and the feel where the music will you hear the chilling music, and then all of a sudden, the next scene, it just stops, or
mm,
the next shot, it will just basically stop. So, and then there was also the dialogue as well between Julia Roberts and
Ethan
uh,
Hawke.
Ethan Hawke, and then she's got no chill, and
Mm,
then and Ethan Hawke is very trusting in people. They
mm,
both have two different careers, but then the also what was interesting I liked about the movie was the what's the word like the everyone has an impression of the next person. So
mm,
when Ali appears, Mahershala Ali appears
mm,
with his daughter at the front door and introduces himself. She's like, he says that this is my house, and then she's like, what? Like, and it's almost that prejudgment
mm,
because was was there, and I
mm.
thought, raw, okay, like,
Also, didn't you get a little bit of like, is he shady? Because the way he was acting, like when he
mm,
went to the cupboard to get something, and there was a gun there, and the way his eyes were moving, it's like, is this guy really shady? They made us not trust people, you know. The director,
yeah.
he kind of pushed us to a direction where we weren't trusting them. So it
Yeah,
made the whole thing very like even more on edge because you're not trusting what's going on. You don't know what's going on, and
yeah,
then you're not trusting these characters. The way they just pop up is, and then
mm,
but then I guess bit by bit, then you realize, okay, they're not the threat. But
yeah.
yeah, it was interesting. It's very, very much one of those films where they don't tell you everything. They hardly
No,
tell you anything actually. You just see and experience things the same time as them. You don't have any more information than they do,
yeah,
and you just got to roll with it, you know.
yeah.
But it's just
But
some really weird things happen. Like the daughter staring at these deers, these
oh my
animals,
gosh,
and
the animals, yeah, the
yeah,
animals that was chilling because it started off with the deers and then they kept on popping up every now and then. And did you
mm,
notice when Julia Roberts is in the kitchen at night, and then she's switching the lights, and then there's a
mm,
camera, and
mm,
it's showing the deer outside.
yeah,
The deer's there, and then she's and then the deer's gone. Like
yeah,
it's so creepy. Like what was the deer doing?
yeah.
Some of it didn't make sense, but there was a lot of I did notice that there was product placement in there.
Oh, was
Tesla,
there? Oh,
yeah,
yeah, okay,
Tesla.
cool. Yeah, yeah, yeah,
I
yeah, yeah.
was-
But then at the same time, it made sense because, like, with what's happening in this film, okay, we sort of skirted over it, but there is some sort of incident, attack, whatever you want to call it. That some things are happening. First of all,
mm,
communications go, mobile
mhm.
phones stop working, TV, there's no radio, so the communications go, and then bit by bit, the way of life just is, it's just changed.
Yeah.
People can't live their way of life, so there's panic. And then in the same way we say communications, technology starts going. Teslas are autonomous vehicles,
Mm.
and it seems like whoever's attacking America has programmed these cars to all just go down the road and block the road, crash into each other.
Yeah.
They're sort of blocking people's routes to travel. Planes are falling out of the sky. Like the electrical systems, the internet, satellite, it's all upside down. And I think that's
Yeah.
one of the. I think in the film somebody mentions that if you want to take over a government or a country, there's certain ways to do it:
Yeah.
communication, misinformation,
So make
fear.
deaf, dumb, and what was it? Deaf, dumb, and paranoid or something like that.
Yes, yeah. And that's really clever, and that's what's happening in this film. And it's even at the start we think, oh, what is it? Is it supernatural? But then as time goes on, you realize Americans are under attack.
But
You know what I mean?
someone did mention or ask like what's with the movies like this coming out in December, like towards the end of the
Oh
year,
yeah,
because previously we
like
had Bird Box,
oh
and then we
yeah,
had White
yeah,
Noise,
yeah,
and
yeah,
then
yeah,
we got
yeah,
this
yeah, yeah.
one. It's like
Oh my gosh, it's true, and these movies do quite well. Usually they're released closer to Christmas, I think,
yeah.
when people are home, and then yeah, you're right actually. Oh,
And
end of the
Julia was
world,
in
end of
at
the
least
year.
two of these. Bird Box, wasn't she in Bird Box?
Who's that?
Julia Roberts was.
No, she wasn't in that. That
What
was
was
Sandra Bullock.
oh, Sandra Bullock. Sorry,
Mhm.
yeah. So yeah, it was these Doomsday ones,
Yeah.
movies coming out at the end of the year, and then
Mm.
also this movie made me feel is like how dependent we are on
Oh, mate,
technology,
mate.
and everywhere throughout the movie, from the kid on the iPad watching her
Mm,
friend's TV series, which
mm,
is like she wasn't even born
mm,
when
mm,
Friends was about,
mm,
but she's glued to her iPad. Then the son is trying to find a phone signal.
mm,
The Mahershala Ali's gone to the neighbor's house and got the phone, which is supposed to receive a satellite signal. So the satellites are gone. Like there's no communication at all.
mm,
And then we're out in the sticks, and the ending is very telling as well, because
mm,
the ending was great, because I'm glad I keep a couple of DVDs.
mm.
just for such an occasion.
Yeah, this film, and I'm not going to spoil the ending just before we
Mm.
finish this review, but uh, yeah, the ending just yeah, we don't want to spoil it, but it ends in a
Mm.
way that you probably wouldn't have expected, and it kind of feels like it could be like Black Mirror, or one of those kind of
Yeah.
one of those kind of shows as well. But just before we sort of end this review, just a couple of bits of trivia I wanted to just mention. Denzel Washington was cast originally, but had to drop out, and then
Really?
Mahershala Ali was cast as the dad, because that girl, his daughter, and him. I mean, she's 28 in real life. I'm
Mm.
not sure how old he is. He's
Mm.
not that old, to be honest, but
Right.
maybe the age difference wasn't so big. But yeah,
Mm.
Denzel Washington was supposed to play the father. And then Julia Roberts actually guest starred in an episode of Friends. So I wonder if the daughter saw her mum in Friends and thought, "What are you doing in this?" So yeah, it's a bit of madness there for you. But yeah, that's the film. That's Leave the World Behind on Netflix. So yeah, so I guess
Mm.
definitely one to
Oh.
watch.
Oh no, that would be a spoiler.
What's that? What are you going to say?
We'll talk, I'll discuss it offline. It's what
Okay,
happens to the
okay.
sun.
Oh, okay. Oh, yeah, yeah. Okay,
Yeah.
cool. Yeah, that's yeah. Don't want to spoil that. Don't want to spoil that. But yeah, that's it for this week. That's it for this week. Like I mentioned before, catch us on YouTube, X, Instagram. Uh, what's the other one? It's not Snapchat, TikTok. And let us know what you're watching. Let us know your views on today's show. And if you want to be on the show, let us know as well.
Mm.
Maybe sometime in the future you can come on the show and chat with us as well. Next week we're going to review Godzilla -1, Japanese
Mhm.
film. It's going to be in Japanese. I know Manuel's going to love that. And if you can watch it too, let us know what you think. But yeah, that's it for this